Alright, in this video we're going to learn how to use our normal distribution tables to read off the probabilities of our Z values. So below here I've got an image of the standard normal distribution table. So in the previous video we talked about how we convert our probabilities from our random variable x to the standard normal distribution. Z follows a normal distribution with mean 0 and standard deviation 1 or variance 1. So if we wanted to calculate the probability that Z is less than Z, we would use our normal distribution table below. So say for example we wanted to calculate the probability that Z is less than 0.196. You read off the probability at 0.196. So the way we do it is that your Z value always has to be to 3 decimal places because we're only able to read up to 3 decimal places using our normal distribution. So the first column gives you your Z value correct to 1 decimal place. So in this case we've got 0.196, so we get up to the first decimal place. So in this case we've got 0.196, so we only get 0.1 from our first column. Then our second column, this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 through 9, gives us the second decimal place. So this 9. To get that 9, we then go to 9 over here. So 1 the cell for 0.1 and 9, that's going to be this 0.5753. But we also have to consider our third decimal place, which we get from the last column that's going from 1 through 9 and is written add. So our last value here is going to be 6. So we've got this 24 over here. So the way that you do it is you take this value that you get from the first two columns, that's your 0.5753, and then you're going to add 24 to the last two decimal places of this value. So 0.0024, hence why it says add. Okay, and so if we simplify that, this is going to be 0.57, that's 77. You get that for a Z value of 0.196, the probability is equal to 0.5777. And below I've got a diagram where you can clearly see how we go about it. So this is 0.196, right? So you look for 0.1 in the first column and you look for the second decimal place in the second column and you get that value 0.5753, and then you're going to add, since our third decimal place here is 6, you're going to add 24 to the last two decimal places, so 0.0024, and if you add you get 0.5777. Alright, so let's look at another example. Say instead now we wanted the probability for the Z value for Z is equal to 1.349. Alright, we get up to 1 decimal place in our first column, so we're looking for 1.3. 1.3 is over here, and we get the second decimal place in the second column, so that's a 4. 4 is over here. It means our value is going to be the 0.9099, and then our final decimal place 9 is going to be at the end here. So 9 in this row is add 14. So it means we've got this 0.9099, and we're going to add 14 to the last two decimal places, 0014. And so if we do that, we get 0.9113. Alright, so that's going to be our probability at a Z value of 1.349. Okay, and below we can see the visualization for this. We're looking at Z is equal to 1.349. So you look for 1.3 in your first column, and then you look for 4 in the second column, so you get 0.9099, and then in the third column we've got 9, so we add 14. Okay, So this is how you read off probabilities for your Z value from the normal distribution tables.